My marathon goals for 2025. In this video, I'll talk through what my goals are, not just in the marathon distance, but across all the distances too. I've been accepted into the Berlin Marathon, which is super exciting. That is in September. So I'll talk through my plan of action over the next few months, the race I have upcoming. We have actually got a new flat that we're moving into at the end of this month. So come with me to go sofa shopping while I talk to you my plan of action for 2025. Let's go.
Real, wow. Bravo! You're nearly there, you're nearly there! Oh, fire Freddy! Oh! He's done it!
You excited for a new sofa?
Yeah, I've got back pain.
You got back pain from what?
The gym.
Nice. Oh, I'm really low on battery.
In my shoulder.
But first, we're gonna get a coffee.
Flat and it's unfurnished, but we've already sorted out like bed and stuff. But
3-seater, 2-seater,
okay,
with many
I get what you
different
mean.
sizes that we can make.
Test it. Have a little sit down. What do you think?
It's fun.
Too far?
Do you get squish it though?
Yeah. This is the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Not flipping cheap. You have to unlearn it.
Oh my God, I have to change 3 times. I'm still on that postcode.
It's hard in London.
You ready?
as well.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
take that? Thank you.
Right, that was fun. A sudden realization how much sofas actually cost is a big pain, but who cares? We're just going to fight the pain and do a long run. So I'm wearing the Big Half t-shirt to remind me of when I last bonked. That was a horrible run. I did that half marathon just before I started the Valencia block, September 1st, and that was one of the worst races I've ever had in my life. First time I've hit a proper wall, and it was horrific. Like, I just wasn't fit enough. But that was almost really good to then start my Valencia block knowing in my head that I was way off the mark. So it gave me that motivation. But I'm going to talk through my goals across 2025. But first, we're going to do a long run. So as I said in my previous video, Valencia Marathon was literally a week ago. I'm already back training. I'm feeling really good. When I did London earlier in the year, I literally couldn't walk for 2 weeks. So this is a good sign. It shows that the body is adapting. And in this session, I'm going to be doing 4-kilometer blocks at around marathon pace, and then a half a kilometer jog in between each effort. And then I'll combine it with a warm up and cool down. So it'll be a decent little long run. The weather is not what you want right now. It's pretty disgusting. There's weather warnings, huge gusts of winds. So yesterday I actually did my first ever treadmill session, which was interesting. But let's get this long run done and then we'll talk through the goals for 2025. It's a windy one! Just got to Battersea Park. First 4K set going down. 2K down on the 4K set. Average pace 3:55. So going a little bit quick. Just got back from my long run there. I'll put it up on the screen here. As I said beforehand, we did 3 times 4K at roughly marathon pace effort. I averaged around 3:57 minutes per kilometer. A 0.5 kilometer jog in between each set of around 4:30 minutes per kilometer. So it's a nice long continuous tempo effort. And that leads into my kind of change in training approach going forward and my goals for 2025. So my next race that I have is in February. and it is a 10K, and I've never really trained properly for a shorter distance event. It's always been in amongst a marathon prep, and it's the same with half marathon, 10K, 5K. I wouldn't really change the approach as such, whereas this time I want to learn from my mistakes after London, where I just completely stopped training altogether and then reduced total weekly mileage. This time I want to keep things going, and I want to almost change the style of my approach so that I'm not going for these massive hero sessions where I'm going all out and pushing as hard as I can just to get the coolest paces on Strava. Instead, I'm going by effort and feel. The biggest thing that I learned last week in Valencia was that you cannot force a marathon, and you cannot just run quicker. It's not as simple as that. It's all based off feel and effort. You can't force it, you have to remain relaxed. And what I found is that I just have a natural pace that I hold when I'm not thinking about it, and I'm holding that steady, hard push effort in a race. And without even looking at my watch in the marathon last week, it was around 3:55 to around 4 minutes per kilometer. So I just want to naturally edge this up without forcing it. Anytime I go faster than this, it feels very forced. For instance, in tempo efforts and training, I'm really pushing, really going for it. So like this workout I just did, it's a different style of approach where it felt fairly comfortable but not easy, right? It was that middle steady effort. I also want to incorporate more steady long runs rather than just easy long runs into my training block. So again, that middle zone effort, not all out, not easy. And so it's those long controlled tempo efforts that I really think are going to take me to the next level. Of course, I'm going to combine this with fast VO2 max efforts, track workouts that are going to improve my leg speed, my 5K pace, 10K pace. So I'll take you through my training approach up until the 10K and show you as much as I can along the way. But in terms of my marathon goals, the next one will be September, Berlin Marathon 2025. I purposely not booked one until towards the end of the year because I want a lot of time to really improve from now. And the goal, being 100% transparent, is sub 240. And you might think I'm absolutely crazy to try and knock 10 minutes off my marathon time, but I do believe I can do that. It's still 10 months away. There's a lot of time to train for it. And with this new style of approach and consistency, I'm hoping I can get there. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.